You can talk now.
Oh, I gotta have your permission to talk.
Well,
Is that how this is?
Welcome to a brand new show of SCNS Live, guys. I am back. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to be on camera here with you guys, so welcome. As always, I am Rick. Over there at the far end, yelling with Cora is Jason the X. How you doing today? Yes, I did. Why are you over there being a child?
I'm not happy about this. Anyway, yes.
Wait.
Welcome to another episode of SCNS Live, the super cool nerd show. I am Jason the X. We're happy you guys joined us for another week of nerd entertainment. And the table looks a little different tonight. You have to excuse Kat and Cassandra. They are not feeling good. Please,
They got the plague.
Yeah, they got that con crud. Guys, get better soon. We miss you on the show. But filling in another week, it's Near.
Hi, I'm back.
Back from the toy show.
I'm everywhere.
I just keep dragging along.
You really can't get rid of me. You try. Here I am again.
The booby traps just aren't working. And he has brought a special friend. This is Adam.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Cool. Just follow our lead. Don't do anything.
I'm
anything.
I'm gonna sit here and look okay. And
Rick, you're back finally.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It's been too long.
But
you've been
work.
But you've been putting up videos, super cool Nerd Nation videos.
Yep. Taking a not necessarily a small break, just got to set up more interviews and all that kind of stuff. I do have one in my bag.
I think you're doing good. You've been putting up quite a few.
I've got one in the bag. I just got to do some editing on there. Allison will go up soon, I promise.
And behind the board, making things look pretty, making everything sound good, it's producer Cora.
See, that's the look. That's the look you get before Cora kills you.
Hey, Cora, was there something with Suikoden this week?
Yes, yes, there was actually.
So moving on.
Moving
on. The void is closed. The void is closed.
No, it's not. It's
and
still,
we're going to be talking.
The camera
we are
is
now
still on me.
We are now going to
another voice was added to the void. a very loud voice that she's happy about. So.
Well, I finally get to be like, none of you bitches can say
language
that Suikoden doesn't matter anymore because your god, Matt Mercer, likes Suikoden. So fight me.
Okay, hold on real quick.
People like comments
to be fair, to be fair, the last guy that I knew by the name Mercer that I worked with, he quit because the job couldn't pay him enough to sustain his cocaine habit. So that is a true story.
That is a hell of a 2 week
So anyone with the name Mercer,
I have to recover from that one.
Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, I'm quitting because I won't get paid enough to sustain my cocaine habit."
At that point, you just go, you know what? That 2 weeks, don't worry about it.
Just
Anyway, guys, it is the 30th anniversary of the original portable gaming system that started it all. The Game Boy, and we're going to be talking about some of the portable gaming that we've enjoyed, but also Nintendo still on top of that ladder. Also, summer movies, what have we enjoyed so far, what's good out there, and what's going on with the MCU, if we can get to it all. So, but we start this thing off, going to kick it off with some super cool nerd news. Super cool nerd news.
I had a burp and I swallowed it.
I swear those noises are the leather chair and my leather belt, but I keep doing it anyway. So,
hey, that was some good chili you made, Jason.
I had a fully prepared story for this week's show, and then Ricardo ruined it with one line in our chat last night, and that is a Shin Ultraman movie. Yes, the guys behind Shin Godzilla are coming out with a big budget movie. I guess you can call it big budget.
It's Japan's version of big budget.
It's fine by me of Ultraman, one of my favorite series and one that I grew up on. So, Hideko Anno and Shinji Higuchi, co-directors of the 2016 smash hit Shin Godzilla, are the ones who are behind this. Studio Kara is an animation studio that Honda launched back in 2006. Made the announcement last night. So, yes. It's going to be a live-action film based on, of course, the 1966 Ultraman series. Granted, they got the new Netflix series out. I'm not too much into that, but anyway. Anno will be the scriptwriter for the movie, and he also said Well, Higuchi said this. This is the most beautiful statement right now. A baton has been entrusted to me that has been shining ever since I was a small child. I will solemnly strive to fulfill my responsibility and pass on that heavy, radiant baton created by my seniors. Yes!
You okay? You've got something in your eye.
When you hear that kind of passion going in, I'm like, yes. But also, if you mess this up, I will find you, sir. I will find you because you are instilling false hope in me right now.
Hold on. Please let everyone know what happened when I showed you that tweet. When you saw it,
I suddenly started speaking in Japanese again, like kanji Japanese and Thai.
He did. He typed in Japanese, and I'm like, someone broke Jason. Said someone reset him. His language settings are all fucked up again.
Hey,
it's the one.
You don't get the one.
We get one.
Anyway. So yeah, no date has been announced. It literally has just been announced. They won't have a date on filming and everything like that. But you best believe when we do, you'll be hearing it on the show. So give me some Ultraman. Thank you. I feel good.
You Gucci there?
I'm hyped.
Yeet.
Excited.
You want to do a dab real quick?
Do. All right, that is mine. Near, what have you got for us tonight?
My big thing, and my big thing, it's not very...
Tell us the story instead.
All right. You see, I'm going to tell you the story about a clown. It's a very special clown.
I'm out.
I'm in.
I'm done.
You sure?
Go.
I got you. Okay. Alamo Drafthouse, certain locations across the country, I believe is what it is, are going to be doing a rescreening of the original It movie.
Yeah, we are.
In honor of It Chapter 2.
Yeah, we are.
Which those tickets are on sale now. You can finally go buy It Chapter 2 tickets, which we're going to go see.
Yeah, we are.
Very excited and scared all at the same time. But certain Alamo Drafthouses are re-releasing the first It movie, followed by 8 minutes of footage from the It Chapter 2 movie, which is going to be terrifying all on its own. I don't know if it's enough to get me to go to see it to see it again, but I mean, I can just watch it at home. But I'm definitely going to go see It Chapter 2 with all of my buddies.
No, you're not.
Most of my buddies.
I'm not.
Most of the places that are going, they're going to be from September 5th, 6th, 7th. I want to say it looks like just the 6th, 7th. Yeah.
So for we are showing it here in DFW for It Chapter 2 Clowns Only screening Friday, September 6th at 9 p.m. And it is about... looks like it's in one of our big houses, and it's about a third of the way sold.
I believe it's in Richardson, right?
Yep, Richardson.
Yeah. So you'll get a second chance to go see the first movie, followed by some new footage, and then you get to go see the second movie when it comes out.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That one, the thing that I just said was for It Chapter 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are re-showing It Chapter 1, yes. And that one, I'm looking at it right now.
Well, that one's also in Richardson. That one's on Friday, September 6th.
Why can't we just do a double feature of this?
We might. You never know. We are re-releasing It Chapter 1 the August 14th at Lake Highlands. August 14th also at Cedars, which is downtown Dallas. Las Colinas will be, and North Richland Hills will all show the movie. And then Thursday, the 15th of August, it'll be up in Denton. So there you go. Go get on the app, Alamo Drafthouse app, or online, get your tickets because they will go fast. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying we should all get together beforehand and just rewatch the movie.
I'm down. Drinking game.
I don't like horror movies either, but I like this one.
I don't like clowns. I don't give a shit about horror movies.
Fair enough. But I'm telling you, Halloween, I'm just going to fill this entire room with Chucky merchandise and just see what happens.
And I will punt each piece of it.
By the way,
be here. That's mainly
Jason
for him.
and a shotgun.
By the way, do you know how long It Chapter 2 is going to be?
I looked it up once.
2 hours, 45 minutes.
So wear the big boy diaper. Got
Yeah. 2 hours, 45 minutes of horror awesomeness.
I still got a pack from in-game, so you know.
There you go.
Completely fine.
Y'all are wimps.
No,
I didn't wear no diaper.
Okay, then Ricardo's the only valid person here.
I'm not.
No, but it works for humor. Now shut up.
High five.
Mm.
All right, well, I'm
I'll
up for
cry
a double
later.
feature. I can refresh myself with it.
You can wear the
What you
diaper
got for
too.
us this week?
Doctor Who fans. Okay, so there was a little bit of some people freaking out because they only read the headline. Read the whole story.
I don't want to.
Doctor Who streaming is going to be exclusive to HBO Max here in the States. It will still show on BBC and BBC America, but once it goes to stream, it will be only on HBO Max. They recently acquired the rights of Warner Media, acquired the rights for Doctor Who with all 11 seasons coming onto the service once it launches in spring of 2020. But like I said, it will still show on BBC America for its first run. So if you're those people that like to stay up late at night and watch it when it first runs, because they air at the same time as the UK, you still can. But once it goes to stream, HBO Max will be where you get to watch it. So it's no longer Amazon Prime. It's going off Amazon Prime. It's no longer going to be on there.
Didn't it just get to Amazon Prime?
It's
like
been on there for a while. Maybe at least 2 years. Yeah. Along with HBO Max, along with Doctor Who, they're also getting The Office, the UK version, Top Gear, Luther, and the Honorable Woman. And then along with the BBC properties, they're also getting Friends, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Pretty Little Liars, and a host of HBO properties like The Sopranos, Sex and the City, Veep, and Game of Thrones. So like I said, you can still watch it for right now on Amazon Prime, and then once HBO Max starts in the spring of 2020, it's just going to be on there. So no more Amazon Prime and no more BBC America streaming, anything like that. It's going straight to HBO Max. So, so that's where you can catch it now. If you want to watch Doctor Who and Jodie Whittaker and season 11 or 12, should be 12 coming up. 12's coming up, I think. But yeah, that's my story. All these streaming services are popping up. I mean, I've got Hulu.
And you saw the announcement.
Netflix,
Disney Plus is going to be an add-on for Hulu.
Yeah, yeah. So now I've got Disney Plus, HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, DC Universe.
I have Funimation,
Crunchyroll. What else is out there?
CW.
CW one is getting one.
CBS
Access.
All these in the channels,
right?
A service that I can subscribe to.
Oh God.
Anyway, that's pie in the sky thoughts.
So,
Adam, did you bring anything this week? Or...
I kind of want to piggyback off the Doctor Who thing.
Go for it.
There was a rumor out there, and Russell T Davies and some of the old Doctor Who people were at a award show. What was really cool about it is they were talking about it, wanting to do a movie, like a feature film, with David Tennant and bring back all the Torchwood people and Russell T Davies maybe direct. As they were talking about it, don't know how serious they're going to be, but it sounded really cool.
I do know. I think it was around the same time that was coming out that they did a poll. What's the one character that people want to see come back onto Doctor Who? And the number one choice was Jack.
Jack Harkness.
Jack Harkness come back.
He was supposed to be on Day of the Doctor, wasn't he? And then something fell through.
Yeah,
probably. I mean, he's a very busy man right now with CW stuff. So but yeah, Jack Harkness is the number one.
He pushed me.
Did he really?
That's a legit story, actually.
An actual story. He pushed me
in a good way or in a bad way.
In a good way.
We were at a Dallas Expo, and Adam and I were standing in line to meet. I believe it was Chris Sabat again. So we're standing in line to talk to Sabat, and we look over, and there's a land speeder just kind of on display.
Yeah.
And Adam and I just kind of look at it, and Adam goes, "Why does the guy sexily posing on this land speeder look really familiar?" And I was like, "Is that John Barrowman?" He was like, "I think that's John Barrowman." And I was like, "I'm gonna go get a picture." So I walked over, and John gets off of the land speeder. And I'm just like, "Man, you got off too soon. I was going to take a picture of you just doing this sexy pose." He was like, "No," and pushed me.
Aww.
And I was like, "Okay." And then he just goes, "I was just kidding. I'm sorry." Picks me up, gives me a hug, and then walks away. I walked back and was like, "I think I got abused and then hugged by John Barrowman." And Adam's like, "I saw
that is everyone's dream right there.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's my dream.
That's everyone's dream right there.
I got hugged by him, so that was
There was nothing wrong with that interaction at all.
Nope.
It was a fun story to tell.
Yes.
So many weird stories from that convention.
Cora, what do we got?
I have some streaming news for everyone. For those of you
right now.
That is news.
I have a knife. I have several knives.
That have killed people.
They have.
Don't say that out loud to people on the internet. Don't need them in my business.
Okay,
News story.
That's a
My news story picture didn't save, so we're gonna do some fun stuff. But the game streaming giant Ninja is going to be leaving Twitch and going to Microsoft's new platform Mixer. When asked about it, he said, "I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunities Twitch has provided me. But as I looked at the next step in my career, I wanted to be somewhere that empowered me to push the boundaries of gaming and achieve bigger goals within the industry. Mixer provides me with more ways to connect with my community." So he's going to be leaving the 14 million subscribers and watchers that he has on Twitch to go towards this new platform and kind of hopefully generate some new business towards that new platform. I'm just going to keep using that word, I guess.
I mean, if he can get half of his people to come back, I mean, that's 7 million people.
It's okay.
Exactly.
We will take the rest of them.
Listen, how much money did Mixer give this man?
Microsoft gave him enough money so that his family and grandkids would never have to worry about money ever again.
I heard the amount earlier today on the radio because they were talking about this.
Oh, really? How much was it?
10 million.
Oh,
Jesus.
Hey,
Bye,
Mike.
Felicia. I'm
Hey,
going to
hey,
Mexico.
Hey, Microsoft, I'm available.
If I heard it correctly, if I remember what they said correctly, I think it's 10 a year.
Microsoft,
I'm available.
We are ready to move to Mixer. We are SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. We are ready. Please give us that check. Anyway, but seriously, this is huge. He was the biggest Twitch personality, and Microsoft was able to pony. And who else has the dollars? Because Twitch is doing okay right now, but they ain't had the money. Here you go, and boom, he's done. I even saw his little fake press conference, but that's a huge gift from Mixer. And honestly, it's something that somebody had brought up to me. Our friend Rob Houston, he actually brought up us going to Mixer, so it's something I was looking into. So I just wasn't prepared for them to announce a big personality like Ninja going over there. So
yeah, that's definitely going to generate a lot of people moving over to, maybe not moving completely over to Mixer,
Giving it a shot,
or at least making an account on it. Because I mean that's what's going to happen with all medias. Huh?
Just gonna make one right now.
So to kind of add, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say it's going to be interesting to see how the platform keeps its viewer base.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when new websites come out, people always subscribe to them and try them out, and then they just kind of fall to the wayside. I can name at least probably 3 or 4 that did that in high school, because like websites that were like Neopets or like Gaia Online were all the rage. So I had accounts on like 5 different
Neopets,
ones.
all right?
Oh, I will never bash Neopets. Ever. By the way, Neopets is coming back at some point. They're working on that.
Oh, yeah. New ways for us to kill our pets digitally.
I know.
So,
I'm such a bad parent.
To add to the Microsoft story, the Ninja has invited Kyle Buga Gerstorf, the 16-year-old who won $3 million on that Fortnite World Cup, to join him on Mixer.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the way, do you know that kid that won the $3 million? He won. It was more than like some of the sports people have won this past year in tournaments themselves. Like he earned more than Tiger Woods did winning the Masters.
Imagine when he goes back to school this fall. What did you guys do over the summer?
I won $3 million.
For some reason, this kid went. Left to
Do you
go to
go
summer.
back to school though?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't care.
Private school.
Hey, my kid can win. You will be going to school.
But I can tell you what, he's going to have so many girlfriends when he gets back. Or boyfriend, you never know.
I want so much money. Well, I'm sorry, you're still a minor, so get your butt to school.
You can't legally buy alcohol yet, so.
Or cigarettes.
That's
Wait,
the cutoff right there.
I mean, it would be like, what'd you do over the summer? Well, I won $3 million, and I got asked to join Ninja streaming.
The other kids just start crying.
Yeah, it's like,
my family sucks.
I mean, it makes you wonder though. I mean, would he really have any real friends?
It's going to affect him, yeah.
Oh, I just brought it in. Anyway, I'm going to bring it back up. So anyway, on to the topics of the show. As I said at the beginning, yesterday was the 30th anniversary of the Nintendo Gameboy. Yes, that green non-backlit screen. Where are those AA batteries? Because the light is on saying it's a low battery.
Why is the remote empty? Where the batteries to the remote? Guilty.
Hey, you need a lower
Definitely
charge.
guilty.
You need a lower charge to get the volume up and down. So I did have a Nintendo Game Boy. I had to trade all of my current Ninja Turtle action figures to get one used from a friend of mine.
Worth it?
And it was Tetris, and I forget what else came with it. It was one of the earlier games. But honestly, my favorite game on there was Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That was a game I actually had to save up some money, do some
Wind
things.
Waker?
Wind Waker?
Not Wind Waker.
Did you mean Link's Awakening?
Link's Awakening?
There you go.
Like,
we both got it.
The whale with the wings. I'm sorry. That game was true like the one that I had the most fun on.
If you have Wind Waker on there, can I play it? I'd like to see
Right.
I also played Doom on Game Boy. No, I love that thing, honestly. I never really got the Nintendo the color one that came out.
So I had the color one.
Okay.
Same.
I got the original one 15 years later, if not longer. I had another job. Someone was trading it in, and we were like, we can't take this. And he was like, oh, I don't want it, so I still have it. But yeah, I had the color one originally, and I played like Pokemon Blue.
Yep.
I played. I had like a Lego City game. I had a Pokemon card game that was on there as well. It was all Pokemon. My Game Boy Color did. When I was a kid, I dropped it, and the sound just disappeared from it. I could never get it to work, and I was so sad. And it might have been about 7 years ago. I turned it on, and it just magically started working again. So now my sound works just fine now.
It just needed years and years.
It just needed a few years off. I understand. I need that as well.
Right?
I got mine for my 9th birthday. It was the see-through purple one. That was the one like I think everybody wanted, so that's the one I got, and I got Pokemon Red and Blue on it. And then because my mom used to work at a resale shop, so we would get like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and all that. And one day she came home with the original big old brick and a bunch of games, and I would play. It was like some racing game where you have to run around, and I played Galaga on my Game Boy and Donkey Kong Country and Tetris, yeah. Football, baseball in the games, yeah. I would spend there, and I used to have the little flashlight you could buy, so I would sit there in the dark in my room and just play because I was supposed to be asleep. I'm like, no, I gotta go catch Pikachu over there.
Absolutely, I did the same thing. I would have specific memories of my parents saying, "All right, it's time for bed. You have to have everything off," and I'd sneak over and start trying to play because I had the giant attachment where you could put the thing on. It had the little light on top, and it had the giant magnifying glass to increase your screen. So I had that in bed, and every time they came close, I would just underneath the pillow pretend to be asleep.
Yep.
Well, you had a first game?
I think I'm the only one up here who didn't own a Game Boy.
Which one did you?
I had a Game Gear. So I had the Sega.
There you go.
Sonic the Hedgehog on there. There's a lot of different games. Mortal Kombat, Columns, which is the Tetris ripoff.
Totally.
So I mean, I can remember traveling with that, but it was 6 AA batteries.
Oh,
so
wow.
That thing was massive, heavy, but it was in color, and it was backlit. So I mean, you had a little bit extra bells and whistles, but I always remembered everybody playing the Game Boy. At the time when I would have been playing it, we had Nintendo was huge. Nintendo Power was still around, so you had all those things.
Power.
Yeah. And I can remember the artwork. Like the artwork was the coolest thing. We were talking about some of the older games, like the launch titles. They had Super Mario Land, and they had a whole bunch of artwork and stuff to go with that. And they did comic books with it, so I can remember all of those things. But never owned one. It's kind of sad. First Game Boy was the Advance.
Well, it's still portable gaming.
That's true.
Cole, what about you? First system and favorite game?
Well, my first one was the Game Boy Color, like most people, at least where I lived.
What color?
Mine was teal.
So was mine.
Mine was teal.
Ooh, I had the cool one.
My sister's, I think, was purple. I think she got the purple one, which is fine. I wanted the teal one.
Teal one was
And
cool.
I got Pokemon Blue. She got Pokemon Red. And we had to share Pokemon Yellow. Which... that was fine. We were both very invested in Red and Blue.
Yeah.
And the only reason we even played Yellow is because we wanted the Surfing Pikachu.
But did you have the connecting cable to trade between the two?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because we also hooked it up to the N64 so we could play it on the N64.
Nice.
On Pokemon Stadium, and then transfer all of our Pokemon on there.
So you were the cool kid then. All right.
Well, we were the cool kid. No one wanted to play with us. But if we're going, like, are we talking about favorite portable game of the old school ones or of the newer generation of stuff?
I guess both.
Because my just series in general favorite is Ace Attorney for the portable stuff. Ace Attorney and Professor Layton, like that kind of stuff.
Really?
Wow.
No. The first portable game I bought for myself, or the first portable system I ever bought for myself, was a DS, and I got Apollo Justice for it because I remember everyone talking about Ace Attorney, not realizing there was a whole 3 other games. Yeah. Well, I got it because I was like, but wait, I thought the guy in the blue suit was the main character, and then I found I was like, oh, there's a whole trilogy before this. Well, I gotta play it now, and they're so much fun. And then I got Professor Layton on a whim, and that was just, if you like puzzle games, please play Professor Layton. Level 5 has amazing work. They also did a Professor Layton Ace Attorney crossover, which was amazing.
Did any of y'all have the Game Boy printer?
I didn't have the
printer. I went to Blockbuster and print all my pictures. Oh, that was for Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, it was for Pokemon Snap. No, there used to be a Game Boy printer. You could print like stickers.
I remember those. I never had.
I didn't have one.
Dot Matrix, wasn't it?
Huh?
I mean, they had the thing like the shell that you could put over it that had like the extra speakers.
Yeah. Yes. I think it had extra battery pack too, maybe.
Now, granted, it was like greater battery life. Just means you can put more batteries in there. I think the one. Well, I mean, there have been drops along the way. If anybody remembers the Virtual Boy.
No, I don't remember that one.
Okay, it was garbage. You know what I mean? It was like a red hood that you would put over your eyes.
I remember
it was bad.
Seizure inducing.
I like as a kid saw it in Toys R Us with that display. It's like, oh, I want to check it out. And like 5 minutes, I'm like, this is garbage.
Though that system did give us Mario Tennis.
Oh God, that is not a good example. They actually did not start with the Game Boy though. Does anybody remember the Game and Watch things?
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 games in one.
Wait, I thought that was a thing for only Super Smash Brothers.
No,
those were real things.
No, that was actually their first game system that came out with.
They re-released them a little bit later on too, because I had one. They were like this big or something like that, and they had like a keychain for them. It was like it was my version of my Tamagotchi. All right, I had Game and Watch on that little tiny thing, and I carried that around.
Yeah.
But of course, paths were corrected, and then we got things like the DS, of course, the 2DS, the 3DS, 2 of those, which my kids have those, but we have moved on. We've reached the pinnacle now with the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch Lite. So, honestly, is there any company that has not dominated the portable experience more than Nintendo has? Consistently over the years.
Portable experience, consistently, I would still say, is Nintendo. There was that chunk of time where PSP, did a pretty well job.
They could play movies.
Yeah, you had.
I really like mine. I didn't like the disc, but
I got mine years later after it come out, and I bought the 1000 model, so I had the giant brick. But I bought mine used at a game store I was working at the time. I used to work for Game Exchange, and inside of I picked it up, and the first thing I did was take a look at it. And the people that had it before me didn't clear it before they turned it in. So don't check the browser history, kids. The browser history, the saved movies. It's I'm glad I was 18 when I got it.
Right now, don't check my browser history. Anyway, how did I go into the browser history over there? Oh, sorry.
Oh, now I have to.
Yeah, I know.
47 tabs later.
Is that why you texted me? Said if I die today, clear the history.
It's equipped with thermite. Just press the enter key 5 times and it'll blow up. Not now. No, I gotta say Nintendo is probably the pinnacle. I mean, PlayStation was coming with it for a while, but
yeah,
we got the Nintendo Switch, and I love mine. And
I love mine
Microsoft,
so much.
Yeah,
Microsoft never came out with one, did they?
No,
and
not really. Did
Sega come out with one? I feel like they
did, but as you can see, none of us remember exactly what it was. So do we care? I don't know.
If you can't think of it off the top of your head like this, then it probably didn't matter.
So I remember there were portable games. This is back in the 90s. Like you could go to like Toys R Us or Kmart, and they had like the little games. It was just the one game, and it was just like Aladdin or Lion King, and it was like 2 buttons and the
Oh,
three
you're talking
times.
about the Tiger Direct game.
Yeah,
Tiger
Tiger Direct.
Oh
That's
my
portable
God.
gaming.
Yeah.
I was a kid before the Game Boy. That was my portable
What was
gaming.
the one with the guy he could breathe fire or whatever? He wore just pants. Like he was bare chested, but he would like breathe fire.
Oh,
My grandmother had that Tiger Direct game, and I like had to get it from her to play the stupid game.
Had bowling.
And I love the screen.
It's so simple.
yeah. It was.
Like,
It was.
He had 2 animations for like running.
Yeah, but you know what? It was a gateway to
only-
bigger and better things.
And only 2 AA batteries in them.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
It's like half the palace.
Well, AAA in some cases.
Were they AAA? I thought they were AA.
They were really tiny.
AAA was like the bane of your existence. Like, oh damn!
No one has
None of the remotes
AAA.
have this.
Now here's something like with mobile gaming that our portable gaming that we haven't touched on. Phone gaming.
I mean,
Oh, it has
yeah.
come a long way.
Ask Blizzard about that.
Let's
Ooh.
not.
Do you guys have phones?
I mean, I do remember playing
Yeah.
Arkanoid on when I first I think it was my Motorola Razr.
I'm playing
I
Snake.
think that was great.
I remember playing Snake on it.
Played
Or the
Tetris
pinball
online.
games.
I
And
don't
now
know.
I can play Skyrim on my phone.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
Yeah.
before I
Yeah.
got here, I was playing Harry Potter Wizards Unite and Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
You can now play the World Ends With You. It came out a few years ago on it. Like
Oh.
the full game is on there as well.
There we
Like,
go.
Someone gifted that for me, and it's so much fun.
but like I said, we can take this all back to, hey, thank you Nintendo for taking the risk on the Game Boy and opening up this market. They're truly the trailblazer. So Game Boy, we salute you.
Thank you for 30 years and hopefully another 30 more.
Good, that'll be about my lifespan.
That
So
one, I'll
Rick,
start losing it
Yes.
you have a topic for us. It is the end of summer, man.
Yes, the last big movie of the summer comes out technically today, Hobbs and Shaw. So let's talk about how this summer went. So this is going to be from May. So Endgame doesn't count. Endgame came in April.
This is some bullshit.
I know it's some bullshit,
It
but
counts to me.
but if Endgame had come out a week after, like it should have, but it came out a week earlier, so it technically kind of does not count as a summer
We
movie.
can't complain about that, though. I needed it a week earlier. Okay?
So this is gonna go from the first weekend of May until today.
All right.
Okay.
So of course these numbers will change because technically the summer for movies ends Labor Day weekend, so this took another month. But this is the last big movie of the summer, so we're just gonna end it now. So here are let's just do top 10 for right now. The top 4 spots are all Disney movies or Disney-owned movies.
That's scary.
You know what the first one is because we talked
Yeah,
about it
well-
earlier. Do y'all know what the top movie of the summer was?
What, Spider-Man, right?
Nope, that came in number 3.
Even though it hit $1 billion already?
Yep,
All right.
Wow.
it might hit $1 billion worldwide, but in the States,
Oh, you're thinking domestically.
domestic,
Okay.
just domestic. Yeah, we're
Ooh,
just going
I don't
domestic.
know.
Hmm.
Is it Disney?
Yeah,
It
it's
is
the first,
Disney.
the first top, the 4 top
Toy Story's
spots.
probably up there. Yeah.
Toy Story's number 1.
Yeah.
Toy Story 4 is number 1,
God, that did give me feels.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
followed by The Lion King.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah, number 2, followed by Spider-Man: Far From Home. Then it's Aladdin, and then I'm so happy about this one. It made top 5. John Wick: Parabellum, because that
Nice.
movie was
so good.
so badass.
Man, so good.
Number 6, Secret Life of Pets 2.
Really?
Didn't
Yeah.
want to see those.
Kid movies, man,
wow.
over the summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
it's the best time to release them if you're a company. I mean,
Exactly.
what are kids doing right now?
Nothing.
Fortnite.
Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
Number 7 is our childhood. The Pokemon Detective Pikachu came out at number 7.
Deserved.
Oh,
Still
so
haven't seen
good.
it.
Really?
Yeah.
Comes out on DVD next week.
Okay, I'm going to get it.
It's already on digital though.
It's so good.
You'll like this one. Godzilla King of Monsters came in at number 8.
Woo!
Number 9, Rocket Man. Have you guys not seen the movie? Taron Egerton
I'm
did
glad.
a great,
I
did a
didn't
great
expect
movie.
that to break top 10. Good.
Didn't watch Rocket Man.
And
I
then
want to.
number 10, Men in Black International.
How?
Didn't watch it either.
Because that movie was not that good.
So the next 5 are actually not too bad. Number 11 is Annabelle Comes Home, horror film over the summer. So There we go. Number 12. I'm very surprised about this one. Even cracked the top 25. Dark Phoenix.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
X-Men's a big draw.
Has-
It's not.
have-
I mean, it was a
It
terrible
wasn't-
movie, but
there were parts in there I just couldn't get vested in.
There were some good parts of that movie, all right? Anything with Nightcrawler was phenomenal, but
I
Wait,
just couldn't-
Nightcrawler was in it?
Yes.
yeah.
I was not informed of this.
Well,
He was also in the
he was
last
in the
one.
last
look at a
one.
trailer.
I didn't watch the last
oh,
one.
the kid that plays Nightcrawler does a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad they're going to
Like-
recast him again.
In the last movie, he did such a good job.
Pretty
I
much.
thought,
Right?
I
Yeah.
love the girl that was Storm was like, guys, they just sold the studio. It's not like they're recasting. And literally, like the next day,
only person making it
Marvel's
through,
like, Kevin Feige's like, we're recasting all the roles.
Yeah.
except for Deadpool. But yeah, the kid who played Nightcrawler did a phenomenal job, and then they had him go Berserker Nightcrawler in this one, and it was just a dream come true.
Okay,
for
now
me.
I have to see it now. Dang
It's-
it.
Wait till Redbox.
Yeah, wait till Redbox.
Oh, I'm
and then,
waiting. I'm
and
not
then watch it.
spending-
Or do find it on. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
wait
I'm
till
sorry.
Basically do things the Jason way.
I'll just ultimately end up buying it to complete a collection, and I'll just let you watch it from my like Voodoo and stuff like
There
that.
we go.
I got you.
Anyways, go on. Rick.
Number 13, Yesterday, which was if you did not see it, go watch it. It's a really, really, really great movie. It's this guy. He woke up and nobody knew who the Beatles were except him, and
This
he
movie was
knew
great.
all the songs, and so he released songs as himself, and it's phenomenal. So you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah.
The
I wanted
So-
to take my wife.
not only does no one remember the Beatles in this movie, though, like people don't remember some things. Like people don't remember like Coke. Like the world is full of Pepsi,
Yeah.
and that made me cringe a little bit because
Yeah.
there's-
But they're the same thing.
No, they're not.
There are other things that are no
I-
longer in the world, but
It's-
we'll watch it because it's a lot funnier during the thing. The Coke one though is funny because he's on
Yeah.
the airplane. It's like, can I get some Coke? And the stewardess is like, what? It's like, Pepsi. Okay. Number 14, even though it just came out last week, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What?
Yeah. It cracked top 15.
I still haven't seen it.
Isn't
It came out a week ago.
There's mixed reviews for that, isn't there?
I've heard
It's Tarantino.
It's Tarantino.
Yeah, we know what we're getting. So
Yeah.
I'm all for this.
And then number 15, Ma.
What?
It was
a horror
Octavia
movie.
Spencer,
Yeah,
and it was a bunch of kids that try to go drinking, and she lets them use her basement.
She's
And,
scary.
yes.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Octavia Spencer is a fine actress.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to see her in a scary role again because she is convincing.
Okay.
watching the trailer made me not want to go see it, but not like in a, oh God, it's going to be bad. It's just like, I don't want to look at her differently.
I've seen her in all these great roles.
Yeah, she was like
You know,
Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures, the Shape of Water.
Oh, she was in that. I forgot about
I
that.
Me
love
too.
her as an actress. And then it's like, oh, there she. Oh God!
I don't want to drink alone.
It's kinda
I don't
like-
want to drink
It's
alone.
like if you suddenly saw Tom Hanks stab somebody.
It's like when I watched a horror movie that involved Harrison Ford. Okay, you just don't get him the same
No.
way.
What lies beneath?
Oh,
yeah, that's a real movie.
yeah, when she gets like, anyway, it was a great movie. Octavia Spencer, fantastic actress.
Okay.
Play nice roles, please.
So this year's movies compared to last year's, actually we were kind of down. Toy Story 4 currently is at 401 million. Yeah, just domestic. Last year, Incredibles did 608 million. So
It was Incredibles.
yeah,
I feel like
Yeah.
Incredibles had a lot more build up for it.
Yeah, because
But-
remember, Toy Story 3 ended so naturally that nobody wanted Toy Story 4, but everyone was clamoring for Incredibles 2.
followed by Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, which is at 417 million. Compared to, I mean, it's still, I mean, we still got another month of summer technically, but I mean, compared from this year to last year, I mean, we had only had one crack the 400 million mark right now, just domestically. So like last year's top 15, Incredibles 2, Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom, Deadpool 2, Mission Impossible Fallout, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Solo: A Star Wars Story, Crazy Rich Asians, Hotel Transylvania 3, The Meg, Ocean's 8, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, The Equalizer 2, Disney's Christopher Robin, The First Purge, and The Book Club. Those were the top 15 of last year. So this year to last year, who had a better? I mean, before numbers, what was better movie wise? Did you enjoy this summer better or last summer better?
I'm honestly going to say last summer I probably enjoyed better. This summer seemed a bit lackluster. I mean, there's still films I like, but I certainly know I was at the theater less this summer.
I think it was more kids movies.
See, I feel like it might have been the opposite for me. I feel like I was at the theater. It feels like it was less, but I feel like I enjoyed it a little more this year.
Mm-hmm.
Just, Toy Story, Spider-Man, stuff like that. It was just all good movies. To be honest, all the movies you listed off for last year, I felt like those were just a few months ago. So
right,
I didn't realize that was just like
a year ago.
Yeah. Well, one like we started off the summer with Infinity War, where it just depressed everybody for the movies for the summer.
I was numb for a year. Okay, just ignore that.
I've described multiple times me and Cora's experience leaving the theater after Infinity War.
Okay, we only went and saw it 4 more times in theaters
just nobody was happy leaving that theater. Nobody was
like satisfied, just not happy.
Yeah, we go.
They were saying
okay, yeah.
So anyway, I mean, I think it was a lackluster summer. I'll go ahead and say it.
Yeah, it was.
Could have been better.
Yeah, because I mean, like top 10. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
On the cuff, sort of.
6 of them were kids movies. 6 out of the 10
and
were kids movies.
Honestly, I've probably been to the theater more in the summer, 4 movies for my kids. So.
Yeah.
I'm just a giant child, so I'll go if it looks pretty.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go.
That's why I have kids.
Thinking about it, like I think we had a lot of films that had a lot of potential and they just didn't kind of live up to it. Like you would have thought Men in Black would have done better, but it just didn't live up to it.
Yeah, I was very disappointed in that one because I never actually sat down and watched it, but I worked it enough where I was like, I kind of don't want to see this. It almost like they tried too hard to be funny.
I mean,
it wasn't as natural as like Thor Ragnarok was.
I didn't watch Men in Black, but like the new one. But just watching the promotions for it didn't feel like it was advertising to the Men in Black crowd. That felt like it was more trying to advertise to Marvel fans.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that made me not want to go see it. It's Men in Black. You should show me why I want to go see it because it's Men in Black. But instead they were like, oh, look, he's holding a little hammer. And it's all the little references between having Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth. It didn't feel like I was going to go see that.
I still like their chemistry, though.
They have good chemistry, yeah.
So the acting in the film was not terrible. But the storyline you kind of saw everything coming from a mile away.
Yeah. And yeah, it was. They have
a lot, and once you're mapping it out, it's like.
Yeah. So I don't know what the drop was once it came out from like weekend to weekend, but I know it dropped fairly quickly at work. So
at least we got far from home.
Yeah.
John Wick.
And John Wick.
John Wick, man. That was a bang way to start the summer.
Knife throwing. God.
If you've not seen John Wick, go find it.
Corey,
go watch it.
John Wick 3?
Have you seen John Wick 1 or 2?
I didn't excuse
I saw John Wick 1.
Okay, so I've got 2.
You haven't seen John Wick 2. John Wick Marathon, anyone?
Yes, John Wick
That
Marathon.
sounds like a good
I'm more
idea.
likely to do a John Wick marathon than an Ant marathon, so.
Yeah.
I mean, John Wick Marathon. I mean,
Keanu Reeves is so precious. He must be protected for another 1,000 years.
I think one of the best pictures I saw. Somebody had the Mafex John Wick with the Mafex Dark Knight Joker, and he had the pencil on Joker. I was like, yes. Anyway.
Speaking of Keanu Reeves, Kevin Smith made a recommendation for him to play Moon Knight.
Oh my God! Yes, please. Oh,
well,
please,
we're getting. Well,
please.
that is a perfect segue. So, Alan, thank you for coming to the show because we are talking about the future of the MCU.
Oh, I'm so excited!
Hitting that, Keanu Reeves as Moon Knight.
Please.
it's perfect.
Please.
Yeah, I mean,
He could totally do that 3 personalities.
mm-hmm. It would be fantastic.
They talked a lot over the course of like the last few years where people keep bringing up what Keanu Reeves could be cast as, and everybody kept making rumors for like, oh, he's going to be the next Adam Warlock or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But once they said Moon Knight, it made so much more sense.
Well, hold on, because the rumor today, this is a brand new one, Black Panther 2 is set for Phase 4. The villain of Black Panther 2 is rumored to be Namor.
Perfect.
Keanu Reeves is Namor.
I don't know enough about Namor
I don't
to
think
say
so.
Eric,
yay or nay.
Man.
you know, And already, I know what you're about to say. He's a nice guy. You don't want to see him as that prick Namor.
That's not what I was going to say.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves
That's what I was
Because
thinking.
that's what I was thinking too.
So, Keanu Reeves is a phenomenal actor. Honestly, he could pick any of the roles, and I would have been okay with it. It's just the way when I see Namor. I mean, I didn't read a whole lot of stuff with Namor. It just doesn't seem like Keanu Reeves could fit the Namor role. Moon Knight made way more sense in my mind.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just
it's
like
more range than that.
Yeah, there are other actors out there that could probably play Namor. Honestly, you could pick someone like Zac Efron and have him play Namor, and it would make a little more sense in my mind. I mean,
I don't want to see that. I want to see Chadwick Boseman versus Zac Efron in the fight.
the other rumor is that Zac Efron could be Adam Warlock.
I'd take that too.
Give me Zac Efron as Cyclops.
I'd take that
because he's that douche.
I would take that.
Got any dream castings for Marvel MCU? Honestly, Moon Knight does stand a good chance of becoming a property just because the last comic that they had was really super popular. We're seeing more saturation of figures and things from Moon Knight. Yeah.
There's a lot of characters that are coming forth in these next installments of MCU that I didn't think we would ever get, like Black Widow. The fact that they announced David Harbour to be it's Red Guardian, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Red Guardian.
And we're getting Taskmaster as a villain in there.
Yeah, they're
Please
characters.
don't kill him, by the way. I need him back for another couple movies.
They're just characters that seem like I never thought I was going to get to see on an MCU screen, and here they are. Just now,
so Black Widow, which comes out May 1st of 2020. This is the next Marvel movie we're getting. They're saying it's going to take place right after Civil War and right before Infinity, all that stuff. So it's the in between, and they're going to talk about what happened in Budapest and all that. So I think that's how Taskmaster's going to come in. Whether or not Hawkeye's going to be in it, I don't know. But
he's going to make it.
They did say he was going to be in it.
Okay. Cool.
They also mentioned that some of the other females that are in that movie are not. There's more than one Black Widow. They're going to go into the history of Black Widows.
In the comics.
So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to go that route. I wasn't excited for the Black Widow movie at first. I felt like it was the wrong time. I feel like it needed to be in some of the earlier phases, but now that Black Widow's gone and they showed Taskmaster and Red Guardian, they're building my hype for it a little bit more day by day.
And Kat's in the chat on YouTube. Give me Keanu as Moon Knight, of course.
Moon.
That's one of her favorite characters as well. But yeah, it'd be great. Let's talk about some of the other casting with the Eternals. We're getting a star-studded cast.
That is, yeah. Hold on, let me get that cast real quick. I had a list of it the other day. Go ahead, Cora.
No.
You can start off with Angelina Jolie is the front runner for that.
Right.
I guess she's making a comeback in acting.
Well, while he looks up the cast list,
Marvel pays well.
Yes.
I can't think of his name. Shang-Chi.
Oh yes, yes. With the real Mandarin coming in finally.
He lobbied for that position too. There's Twitter back and forth between Marvel. He wanted that
I love
role.
his Twitter, by the way.
Yes.
I love it. He's like, this time last year I was, naked eating some Cheetos. This year, well, I'm doing all that, but I'm also going to be Shang-Chi.
Okay, here's what we got. So November 6th, 2020. So we're a little over a year away. The Eternals, an immortal alien race created by the Celestials, are sent to Earth to protect humanity from their evil counterparts, the Deviants. Angelina Jolie is Athena, and I might say some of these wrong. I'm sorry. I've never read an Eternals comic, so I actually, just like Guardians, I'm going in blind.
Same.
Richard Madden as Icarus, an Eternal fueled by cosmic energy. Kumail Nanjiani, I'm so proud of him.
I am too.
As Kingo. Lauren Ridloff as Makari, an Eternal. She's the first deaf superhero in the MCU, so congratulations. Thank you. Brian Tyree Henry, I'm excited for him, and he is Fastos. Salma Hayek, good for you. As Ajax.
Salma Hayek is a good thing.
Yeah. She's Ajax, the leader of the Eternals.
Still.
Even though Ajax in the comics is male, there is Salma Hayek, so good for them. And then Leah McHugh as Sprite and Don Lee as Gilgamesh. Those are the current characters that we have for that. So there are other actors also on here, but no. Millie Bobby Brown. No.
She ended up not being.
Yeah, she ended up not being in it. And it's being filmed by this. Her name is Chloe Zhao. And she actually is a Chinese American. She has done, I believe, just 3 films. Yeah, 3 films. Songs My Brothers Taught Me, The Writer, and Nomadland. So this is her first big anything. So I'm very proud. Apparently, the pitch she gave just wowed Kevin Feige and the Disney Marvel executives, and they're like, "Here you go."
And let me put some respect on his name. It's Simu Liu is playing Shang-Chi. He is a Chinese Canadian actor. So
you see his post recently where he was talking about it's so good to be the first Canadian lead actor in Marvel.
I love this one from SDCC where Benedict Cumberbatch had his arm on him for the picture. And he put, "He's touching me. He's touching me." I like this guy.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But going back to Eternals, I'm really excited about that movie because there's the rumor that Thanos will be in it as well, since it could take place before any of the other MCU movies are supposed to come out. There's the rumor that it would have Thanos back when he was young, and then pitch the idea that we got back in Infinity War, where he would do the humanity's going like everything's going to collapse. This is what we need to purge. So Josh Brolin could come back as Thanos because they were going to show him as young Thanos in Infinity War, but now they could just do this in this movie.
Okay. So we're going a little bit back in time, just like with Black Widow and with Captain Marvel. So
well, the other one that's pretty much changing things though is Mahershala Ali.
Oh my God! When that was announced, I almost did a backflip. I started telling everyone at work, I'm like, Mahershala Ali, it's back in the MCU, and he's Blade. He's Blade, y'all.
However, there's a caveat on this that depresses the hell out of me.
What?
He was Cottonmouth in Luke Cage. None of that's canon anymore.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Oh, you took the only F-bomb for the show. It's not okay. Daredevil was magical. I will never see another hallway fight. You go to hell.
You can still count them as good series.
I
It's
hope
just
you get the mouth herpes. I'm sorry.
The cottonmouth herpes.
I hope you get a cottonmouth.
That made me a little sad, though. It's like, oh, that's now none of that's. Yes, there's still a chance Marvel is going to revisit those series in the future after the 2-year limit is up. So, okay.
Disney
I'm
Plus.
Fine. I'm fine.
You have to realize though that Phase 4 is only 2 years, so it's possible that if they do revisit it, they haven't announced all of Phase 5. It's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of teased it.
They haven't really announced the rest of Phase 4. They only said 2 years.
I believe what they said was they did finish Phase 4. That is all of Phase 4.
Okay.
The TV series count as a part of Phase 4.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
So that's done. Phase 4 is only 2 years. And then Phase 5, they're going in with like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Blade, Spider-Man, which I think is rumored right now to be called Spider-Man Home Sweet Home. And then like it'll end with the new Avengers. And then Fantastic Four and Mutants.
They did announce Fantastic Four as well.
Well, they said that they couldn't announce anything with Fantastic Four and X-Men yet. They ran out of time. But the other thing was Jeremy Renner actually showed us the title sequence for the Hawkeye series.
It was so good.
And there was a little extra in there, wasn't there, Cora? Wasn't there just a little something extra? Wasn't there like more Hawkeye, more bang for your buck?
Well, we already knew that female Hawkeye was going to be.
But we got to see a silhouette.
Yeah, and the fact that
the crowd went nuts.
Well, the fact that they played off of the David Asia art style that the Matt Fraction run had was just, God, I loved it. And it looks like they're going to go with that costume for her as well, if the artwork on that banner is what they're going to go with. Yeah, for Kate Bishop. I love that. I still don't understand the weird, like, just hip holes for some reason. Don't understand it, but I love the bodysuit look for her. It looks so good.
If they don't, in this series, have her saying, "We're going to Hawkeye their asses," I'm never going to watch it again. If I don't get that line, just to hell with this series, I need Kate Bishop. We're going to Hawkeye their asses.
I'm so excited.
She made it a verb.
You know, they never called Jeremy Renner Hawkeye in the entire MCU, other than the one time in Avengers when Dr. Selvig said the Hawk is over here in his perch, but they never referred to him as Hawkeye throughout until
they kept calling him Agent Barton.
Yeah. So two other movies along with, so we got Black Widow May 1st of 2020, unless they push that up a week like they did with Avengers. Then The Eternals November 6th, followed by Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings February 12th, 2021. And then this one that I'm real excited for, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Add me a multiverse.
They are pitching this as the first MCU horror film. Scarlet Witch is going to be in it. Elizabeth Olsen's coming back for the role, of course.
It directly ties into her TV series as well, WandaVision.
Yes. May 7th, 2021. And then November 5th, 2021, Thor, Love and Thunder. And there was a big surprise at San Diego. Natalie Portman is back, and she will be Thor.
Awesome. So here's where this movie is going to get tragic. I think they're going to do the cancer angle.
Yeah.
That's going to explain why she dumped Thor and left him. I think they're going to revisit this, and it's going to immediately go into she has cancer.
The only thing that confuses me the most about this movie is just it takes place before Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and at the end of Endgame, he went off with the Guardians. So I don't know how they're supposed to
show
tie
up a
in.
little bit in the beginning.
He literally has a hammer that can make a Bifrost.
I mean, yeah.
No, not anymore. No.
No, Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker has the ability.
Yeah.
Oh, Stormbreaker. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes. Mjolnir never had the ability for...
where's a mic I can't drop.
Don't you drop that. That was too expensive.
So we're running out of time. So real quick, for Disney Plus, because all this is going to tie in with Phase 4, like you were saying, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
We got a plot for this one.
Yes, we do. Go ahead.
The plot is going to focus that the U.S. government does not want Sam Wilson.
Yes, okay. Well, that was the one I was thinking about.
Which I think that's great. I'm excited for that series. But we do got to start wrapping up here soon.
Okay, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, What If, and Hawkeye all coming out Disney Plus. So get that whenever that comes out in November. So yeah.
All right, guys. That is the show. We do have to wrap up, as the producer tells me to. Anyway, thank you for joining us out there. Make sure you follow us on our pages, Facebook.com/SCNS Live, and on our social media accounts at SCNS Live. If you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonYex.
You can follow me on Instagram at The Near Plasma, and you can follow at Alternate Heads Podcast on Instagram as well.
You can follow me on Twitter at @DasHerg_HS. Follow my exploits in Hearthstone a little bit, and anything I feel like retweeting.
You can find me on Instagram on Alamo Nerd 89. I am doing the 365-day challenge. Today was day 212. Also, if y'all been seeing, I've been doing the Super Cool Nerd Nation. I've been interviewing different personalities from around DFW that are involved in anything and everything nerdy. So if you would like to be on it, please send me a DM on Facebook on the Ricardo Alvarez, and we'll set up a time and date to get those out there. There'll be a couple-week hiatus just as I get more interviews done, and we'll put those out there.
You can find me on Instagram at Korodono, KORODONO, where I post cosplay and artwork-related things. You can also find me on Twitter at HawksPerch, where I will scream into the void about Suikoden. The void is starting to scream back in the voice of Matt Mercer, so please join us.
And coming up this weekend, Friday, I'm going to have the first of our QuakeCon interviews with Ben Cross, the creator of Witch. Kat did a good job. I would have those out sooner, but had a lot of stuff to do. And also, this Saturday, we are playing D&D 3 p.m. Central. Make sure you join us.
Yay.
The adventure is going to get good from this point on. Also,
it's going to be a hard episode.
Also in the morning, Nira and I will be going to the North Dallas Toy Show, picking up a couple things. Probably get some videos, stuff we'll show on Alternate Heads. So make sure you tune in there. And also, we are giving away action figures over there on Alternate Heads. Make sure you go over there, like the video, make a comment, and if you want a second chance, give us a shout out on social media. Include your social media name in the comment. You can win DC's latest line of action figures. Well, the Samurai Batman series.
You might have might
Come on.
You might or might not have Nightwing anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's
Wait, Nightwing. Oh, hold on.
Go look in the box. Leave it alone. We already announced it.
Thank you for joining us out there. We will see you this weekend. And until then, keep on nerding.
Boop, boop, be doop.
Cool. Good show, guys.